So we need to get this guy traded. So the first thing I'm going to do is suggest trades. I'm going to look at all, and I'm going to see what the computer has to offer, and we'll go from there. So the Orioles get a young right fielder. You would get Gregory Soto, be a nice bullpen arm. Perez, Jackson. It helps. It definitely helps. The better the... Let me look. What team is he on? I forgot. I guess I could player search. Yeah, I don't remember what team he's on. Baltimore. Let me trade for for Kobe. Get a good laugh. Am I going crazy? Oh, there he is right there. There he is, 83 and a B. While I'm thinking about that, I want to look at something else. I just want to see. God damn, 23 and an 86. Yamamoto, 88 and a 26 and an 88. And then Ohtani. Just, God. With Snow, with Glass now, Kershaw's not even needed. You got Gavin Stone lurking down there. You got Landon lurking down there. You got Bobby Miller lurking down there. You got Ferris lurking. Like, good God, man. So much talent. So much talent. Oh. Gotcha. Gonna look at a couple of teams first, because one, salary kind of matters some. I don't want to completely screw over another team, but I also wouldn't be opposed to Arenado going somewhere where I know for sure that he's going to play. I don't want to send him somewhere where he's going to end up going on the bench. He needs to play. With the Dodgers, Chris Taylor. I feel like that's torture. Kirby Yates. If he were to go back to the Rockies, Bean, McMahon, that's what they have to offer. The Phillies, Barbosa and Castellanos. Nick could play third base. He wouldn't exactly be a great fielder, but at least it gets the salary closer. The Braves, you would get Aaron Bummer and Fletcher. Fletcher just be a contact guy. Bummer in the bullpen. The Guardians would be an interesting one. McKenzie, because that would give me a pitcher that's still developing, would be potential, and Juan Brito.
Batting fifth, number 5, first baseman, Albert Pujols.
But the question is, would the Guardians take on this kind of money? Oh, what's up? Been good. How you been? No one wants anything from the White Sox. Let's just skip them. The Blue Jays. He'll get George Springer. That's an interesting one. Well, Vlad's playing first, so that opens up third base. You get Arenado. From our perspective, we'd get a young center fielder, D potential. You get Springer, someone that could jump in and play right now. Would definitely add some oomph in the lineup. I'm not going to lie, based on the trades that are offered, I don't really like anything that there is. I think of the trades that are listed here. McCutcheon. Which might be a good thing. Yeah, of the trades listed here, I would say probably the best trade offer would be from the Guardians. Do I really want Brito? No. But McKenzie would probably be the player that interests me the most. Let me look at Cleveland. Obviously not J-Ram. And that's weird because what do you do? Is J-Ram going to play another position? What does attributes look like? Got 3 years of service time. Only 3 pitches. That's a big oof. Look at the Cubs. Third base, they've got Bertie. So if I were to trade him to the Cubs, he could start. The question is, what could I trade him for? And plus, budget constraints. Interesting. Get back Carson Kelly. The money is going to be what makes it hard, though, because Arenado makes so much money trying to make that work. The options are kind of limited, so I'd have to take on some salary, which I knew was going to be difficult. But I also wanted to send him to a team where I knew for sure that he would start, where I wouldn't have to mess with Arenado to make sure that he starts. I don't know if we'll see better ones. Everything so far has been, in terms of prospects, everything has been C potential. Maybe it is better. His contract definitely doesn't make it any easier either. Nothing. Huh. Well. Where do I go? Like, I don't want to keep him. I'm not going to keep him. Okay. Liam Hendricks and Trevor Story. Going for MLB players only. Huh. Stan and Weaver. Hi, Luke. Nice to meet you. that definitely equals some stuff there. But having Carp as a DH, you know, would run that. Actually, it would be pretty entertaining to have Stan as a DH. Springer, I suspected that. Chad Green. Hmm. Colin Poche and Josiah Gray. Hmm. That's an interesting one there. Some bullpen help. That's an interesting one. It's a salary dump as well. A nice bullpen arm, Bowers in left. Keeps him in a division. By the way, the Cubs didn't offer anything. Definitely wouldn't do it for McCutcheon. Sorry, Andrew. Again, Chris Taylor and Kirby Yates. Chris Taylor is a solid fielder. Obviously, he's older. You look at the contract, still owe him $15 million. Kirby Yates, just a 3-pitch mix. Hit per 9 is 99. He's 37, so you know that is going to decline. But that would be like 2 guys that could be productive now. If nothing else, Chris Taylor can field, but probably not what I'm looking for. The Padres, honestly, if I was looking at go with Darvish because of salary. Machado. So for Arenado, I would have to take on salary and get Machado, who is going to be the better player, not as good of a fielder, but would be the better player, especially at the plate. And then also get Elias Diaz. But Machado's got a hell of a lot of money going forward. That's a win for them, I think. Big picture, because I'm looking at the contract, but I don't think the Padres would do that. I don't think they would move Machado. Basically, you swap him for an older third baseman. I could see why. Arenado's a year older, so you're getting closer to his money being gone, as you know, Machado is that's I wouldn't do that though. Oh, Josiah Gray. A 72 overall, 3 years of service time, so you're looking at ARB coming up, free agency. 64 hit per 9. It doesn't give me a bat, but I don't necessarily need a bat. I really could use I could really use help in the rotation. Colin, 4-seam, 2-seam. 89 hit per 9. Again, another year of ARB, free agency, so I'd have control over him for a couple of seasons, plus he's a lefty. That goes with King. I don't know how you guys feel about this one. I don't think this was a bad trade. I have a young pitcher that I can grow with. You know I'm going to use him for more than one season. That helps with the rotation. And then I'll get a bullpen arm that I can have as well. Also, the huge difference is the salary. The salary opens up a lot of money, which means I could be a big player in free agency. So I could take a year to evaluate the bats. I could take a year to evaluate the bats, see who grows, who doesn't grow, and then make a decision in the off season. Maybe we could load up and say, you know what, we can go for a major bat. Probably, honestly. Yeah, he would. Because looking at it, you'd have Sonny, Eric, Miles, and Matt. He'd be my fifth pitcher. I would feel bad because the Nats aren't going anywhere. I don't think Arenado would I honestly don't think Arenado would accept that trade. But you know what? I think that's probably the best I think that's probably the best deal that they've offered. That helps my bullpen, and that also helps for starting pitching. All right, so that's the trade that we're going to go with. Arenado is going to go to the Nats in exchange for Josiah Gray and Colin Poche. So we're going to free up a ton of money in the budget, but this is the deal that we're going to go with. The Nats like it. Sorry, Arenado, I know you deserve better, but I'm not even sure I can give it to you myself. Wish you the best with the Nats. Josiah Gray, welcome to St. Louis, buddy. Look at that budget, 64 million. 64 million. Joey, I'm sorry, couldn't send him to the Dodgers. The Dodgers offered Kirby Yates and Chris Taylor. Mike Taylor doesn't even do anything for me. He's a defensive replacement, but I have Victor Scott. He's a defensive replacement. It makes them better, but you and I both know that Arenado wouldn't accept that shit. Arenado's like, I'm not going there. It'll make them interesting to watch for sure. You know I'll be keeping an eye on Arenado as he's down there. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on Arenado. Let's see how he does. So, got some decisions to make here. Josiah Gray, MLB. I gotta add him. Yep. Gray to start. Gray skies at well, I guess really at sunrise, but you know, early in the day and late in the day. And it gives me someone that I can look forward to using next season as well, so I'll get to see his growth. Well, not bad. You see stamina 79, hipper 9, 64, cutter, sinker, always like that combo, four-seamer, slider, and sweeper. His clutch is already really good for his age, or at least his service time. Velocity and break are solid. Control, could work on that. But the important thing is I have a lot of control. 2 years of arbitration before he is a free agent, so I don't really have to worry about the finances with him. If he pitches well, he gets more money. That's fine, but we have plenty of money to work with. I'll do it. Give me a sec. Then we have Colin Poche, the other piece of the trade. Not a bunch in terms of pitch mix. That's fine. Four-seam and two-seam lefty. Slider, 83. His hipper 9 is 89, so we know that he can be impactful right away. Break 95. His clutch is also pretty high at 88, so someone that I can rely on in big pressure moments. Contract, a year of arbitration before he hits free agency, so still have a year of control. If I decide to move off of him, it shouldn't be a deal to, get him done, get him out of here.